Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Lifeboat. I am your captain, Tommy Scoville. People, believe it or not, today I would like to celebrate all of the people trying and failing to get sober. For real, I want to take a moment to applaud all of the people who aren't making it, but are continually getting up and dusting themselves off and trying again. Uh, Again, I have talked about how it's easy to look at somebody and say, that guy's got it. He's got it together. Boy, I wish I was that dude. You saw my video a couple of nights ago after I ran into my friend number five. Um, People I wanted to use, right? Fortunately, I didn't. I'm pretty confident that had that happened to me in the first 6 months of my sobriety, that I didn't have the equipment yet in place to get through that. I do now, and the biggest piece of that puzzle is all of you. The reason that I am sober right now, the reason that I have not done drugs since running into to Janelle, is because everybody on this boat came to my rescue. But I've got 6 years and I have a support team in place, and all of the tools that I need to stay sober are rock solid and in place. And I have worked the 8 steps that I use time and again, and I continually work them. But don't judge yourself by people who have been sober for 15 years. The beautiful thing about sobriety is the only person that you got to judge yourself by is you. And in the comments section, someone said the other day, the only really way that you need to judge yourself is by what you did the previous day, right? What happened yesterday? Were you successful? No, I wasn't. Okay, then say to yourself, I failed. Then get up and dust yourself off and try again. Andrew Eats. I talk about him all the time because I'm so damn proud of him, people. And he was the first, I consider him one of the first real success stories of the boat. He, the second night that we were up and running as a show, we were still the Tommy Scoville show. We were not yet the Lifeboat. But Andrew saw it, and as I said to you in one of the other videos, he said to his wife, "Man, I watched this video. I'm going to quit." He said she laughed because he had told her that 100 times. Now, maybe it was more than 100. That is a figure of speech. Maybe it was way more than 100, or maybe it was 70 or 60. But if he said 100, you got to figure it was dozens and dozens of times that he said that, right? This time it took. Why? Maybe because there's a support group of people here that he feels accountable to. Maybe it's because there are so many people saying, "Hey, we're proud of you, man." Maybe it's because he heard things that he hasn't thought of before. For that this time when he's quitting, he's got a why. Right? He has a reason other than, I know I should do it and it's good for me and I'm doing this. No, man, I want to be a better dad, right? Henry told the story of being hungover and not being able to drive his daughter to school. He had tried plenty of times, but that time he got a really serious why. And that why has carried him. He's been sober. That's absolutely amazing. This year he brought his daughter to school, right? How cool is that? People, regardless of what the reason is, these people are getting up. And you know what? I'm only putting some of these people out here because they did, right? They're not ashamed. We're not anonymous here. My last name is Scoville. I'm here to tell you about my drug problem. I'm here to tell you about how I wound up in prison. I'm not ashamed of the things that from my past. If I'm using them to help somebody, I'm not going to let that shame crawl into this equation. There's no room for it. I'm not proud of what I did, but I'm proud of the fact that I'm using the screw-ups of my past to help people. I couldn't be more proud of anything I've ever done. How's that? Just being honest. But, so that being said, Brian has said in the comment section that, he's been trying, and then, I think the term he used was he broke weak. Not sure I like that expression a whole lot. But he relapsed, and he drank for a little bit. But he left a comment today that said he's going to bed. And he's going to bed sober tonight. And he said he's doing it because of this boat. People, to all of you out there who are falling down but getting back up, this show's for you. Honestly, I could not be any more proud of all of you. I told you before, Nelson Mandela, when he got his Nobel Peace Prize, said, "I hope I'm not getting this for the things that I did right. I hope you're rewarding me for how many times I got back up." Grit your teeth. Get back up and say, "I'm going to try again." Our friend Scott, you've read about him in the comment section because Scott has been very open with us. Tomorrow, when Scott gets off work, He's going to be faced with that time where, as he put it, he gets thirsty. So, you know what? I don't care much if Scott believes in God. For those of you who do, how about if you say a prayer for Scott? That when he gets off of work tomorrow at 3 o'clock, that he thinks about the boat. That he thinks that all of these people out here care about him and want him to get sober, right? That we want more than anything for him to live a life without that anchor around his leg, right? Without this dictating his future. He's about to get married. We would like him to walk down that aisle clean and sober. We believe he can do it. But I'll tell you what, the fact that he keeps coming back and the fact that he keeps telling us that he's trying, it's good enough for me. For real. I don't judge a person on whether or not they hit it out of the park. I judge them on whether or not they're honest in their attempt. If they're not lying to us and they're saying, you know what, I didn't make it. I talked about number 5, and a woman came, just blurted it out. I'm still smoking. I read the comment and I thought, that's awesome. It's awesome. You know, when you say something out loud, when you say, out loud, figuratively speaking, when you put it into a comment section where all of your peers, and we are all, you know, this is your support family, when they all can hear you say it, that is a step. It's a huge step in the right direction, right? What was step 1? Everybody remember? We admitted that our substance is dictating our life. And if you've ever been a smoker, don't tell me that cigarettes don't dictate your life, right? My brother Johnny, I think, has told the story, but we had a friend when we lived in Texas whose name was Mark. And I went into his house, I think 3 or 4 times before I realized that the decoration on the wall was cartons of cigarettes. They were stacked 4.5 feet high, maybe 5 feet high. An entire wall that had to be 30 feet long. I'm not kidding you, you can ask Johnny. And they were Camel no filters, Camel straights in cartons. And as I was walking out, after I'd been in there so many times, I can't tell you, we were neighbors. And I walked out and I went, holy. I said, are those all cigarettes? Are those filled? He goes, yeah. I go, what the hell are you doing with that many cartons of cigarettes? He said, well, they're about to raise the price because of a tax thing in Texas. He said, so they're going to be going up about, I can't remember what it was, $1 a carton or something. And I'm like, don't they go stale? And he said, no, not, I smoke them pretty quick. And my past is what it is, people. Mark and I smuggled a load of drugs from Texas to Boston, Massachusetts. And on the ride, we did not stop other than to get gas and occasionally, grab a burger or use a restroom, wash up, whatever. He smoked a carton of cigarettes between Houston, Texas, and Boston, Massachusetts. And you can say, well, it's not really that many cigarettes, right? It's a long trip. Well, it's about a 28-hour trip. The crazy part is he lit one match. I'm not lying to you. That man smoked a cigarette, and when he got to the bottom of it, he turned it around and he smoked the other side. The reason I bring Mark up is because Mark said we were getting ready to talk about, we were all wanted to go to the islands and we were going to go party. He said, well, if I can take a cruise, I'll go there. And I said, are you afraid to fly? He goes, no, but you can't smoke on an airplane. I said, Mark, it's like a 3-hour flight. I mean, we're not talking about, flying to Beijing. This is not going to be a very long. That man could not get on an airplane because he couldn't go 3 hours without a cigarette. If you do not think that nicotine dictates your life to you, then you're absolutely crazy. Think of all of the different, I got to stop as soon as I'm done eating. I got to go outside. I got to find the smoking area. I got to do all of these different things. So to come out and blurt it out the way she did, said to everybody, step 1, I am letting this substance dictate my life, and my willpower can't get it done. She said she's been smoking for 50 years. She then went on to tell us what, other habits that she had. She's opening up, people, right? I don't care if you fall down. Get up. Dust yourself off, right? Dust yourself off and keep rolling. Brian, I'm proud of you, brother. Going to sleep tonight sober. I am proud of you. I really am, and I know everybody here is. Keep up the good work. Keep it up. To the gentleman that gave up drinking the Mountain Dew, right? Our same, I believe that's Henry as well, right? 27 pounds the man has lost not drinking soda. There are so many people whose stories. Anna was doing the intermittent fasting and has already begun to lose weight and seen the results. People are coming here and using all of you as a support group to reach their goals. People, if you don't think you can do this, get in the comment section and read the comments. Read how many people whose lives you're touching. If you're new to this channel, read how many lives that everybody here is affecting. Not me. I'm steering the thing. Truthfully, you've allowed me to captain this boat, but it's your boat. You named it, and you people are running this thing so beautifully. I mean, honestly, it's fantastic. So this show is dedicated to those people who keep getting back up off the deck, right? I will never judge a person because they got knocked down. I won't even judge them if it takes them a couple of tries to get back up. If that couple of tries stretches into 200 tries. When they say to me, nah, Tommy, I'm clean, and you're really still using, yeah, you bum me out. I'm a convicted bank robber, gun running, heroin addict. Had a 6.5 gram a day habit. I destroyed the lives of 2 or 3 of the greatest women that you would ever want to meet. One of whom was perfect. And I ran her off and really damaged her life. You're gonna try to lie to me to look cool? I mean, of all of the people in the world, you're gonna pick me to lie to? Be honest. You come on this boat, be honest. Hey, I relapsed. It's okay. It's okay. The first time that I decided that I was done and I was never going to do heroin ever again in my life and got serious about it and told people, it was a very big statement. I had just bought this hat, which may seem silly, but the hat sort of became a talisman, and this was it. I was going to quit. We were still in the 19s, right? It was last century. I was 29 years old when I said, I've had it. I'm not doing this anymore. I was 45 when I successfully quit. How many times do you think I tried to quit between 29 and 45? I'm here to tell you people, there's no way to even count how many times I tried. Honestly, I couldn't even take a stab at it. 1,000? I don't know. I think that's probably pretty realistic, right? You figure that's close to 20 years. Let's say I tried, 10, 15 times, each year. Way more than that, people. At least, oftentimes, once or twice a week, I would say, this is the day. When I get up tomorrow, I'm done, man. I'm quitting. And then 3 o'clock would roll around and this would happen. And I'd say, no, I'm getting through it today. And I'd grit my teeth. And then the vomiting would start. And I just got to a point where I would say, screw it. You know what? On Saturday, I'm going to quit because I don't have to do and just talk yourself into fixing and going through it. People, I don't care. I don't care if you relapse. I promise you. This is dedicated to those of you who keep getting back up. Scott, you are in our prayers. Brian, I am so proud of you. Andrew, your kids are proud of you. And to everybody out there who's fighting the good fight, I love you people, and I am proud of you, and we are all proud of you. Seriously. Are we not, boat? Can we get a head nod? You see that? We are all proud of you. Just keep coming back. Keep coming back, keep committing. And the day is going to come where you're just going to be a sober person on this boat, helping all of those who were exactly where you were at one time. I promise you. You want to make it official and really be a part of this boat? Click on this little symbol over here. That's going to let you jump on board. Then hit the bell and you're going to get a notification every time one of those videos go up. Pretty consistently every morning and every night. But hit that notification. Over here are videos. People, honestly, if you really want this, listen to all of them. Just go through, take the time. Knock out one a day. Don't get overwhelmed because at the rate I'm putting them up, it's going to get difficult. But this is the lifeboat, people. We're all in it together. And I am your captain, Tommy Scoville. I love you, people. I'll see you in the morning.